Hi, good morning. Okay, thank you so much for asking for this reading this morning. And I guess you caught me at a good time because I was not planning on doing this today at all. But I don't know what you were doing up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I don't even know what I was doing up at 4 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, we're going to do this for you. Now, you are a Cancer female. And when I did your numbers, I was I came up with eight for you. That would be your representation, and that is talking about eight is a number of manifestation. And in your email, you spoke to me that you felt like you were manifesting things that that you were, everything that you wanted was coming to fruition. Well, that's definitely who you are, and that's what's happening for you right now. Okay, so you're a very young lady, and you are wondering about your career, school, and whether or not you should go away to school. Now, you're already going to go to college, that's definite, but you want to know whether or not you should stay close to home or if you can go away. And what I think is so interesting about this is that you're saying that your parents want you to go away and you feel like it would be better for you to stay home. And that's typical Cancer. Cancers are home people. They want to be close to what they know. They feel comfortable at home. And as you were saying, that you felt like you could follow your career and education better if you were closer to home. That's exactly what a Cancer would feel. And I'm thinking that you're looking at your parent wanting you to leave as something negative, and I'm just suggesting that maybe it's not. Maybe it's something positive because she knows you, and maybe she knows that if you don't take an opportunity to go, you'll stay stuck at home. Not so much, living in the house with them, but more as in the same town, the same vicinity. And I guess what she's saying is that she wants you to spread your wings. She wants you to have adventures, to meet other people, to have other opportunities. All right, so yes, she may be trying to live out vicariously, but she also could be telling you something because of what she's experienced, either in her own life or people that have been around her. So let's not look at it negatively, right? Now, I laid out a spread for you using the Gilded Tarot, all right, by Ciro Marchetti. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck when I finished laying out your spread was the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is talking about changes, opportunities, life changes. Your whole life is ahead of you, and anything can happen, right? And like I said, I think that that's what your parent is feeling, that you have your whole life ahead of you and anything can happen and you need to go out and discover, bring more energy, meet people from different places and things like that. So it's not a negative and it's not of jealousy or anything like that. Part of it could be, I don't know how many kids there are in your family, if you're the last one or the only one, and yeah, maybe she wants you to go because then she can have some freedom. Parents have a right to have a life too. But I think more than that, at the same time, it's about you getting a chance to live your life. Okay? So let's start off with this reading and see where we're going. But we're doing something really well because you got the Wheel of Fortune right here. So we're on the right track. All right, so the first card that came up for you was the Eight of Pentacles. This talks about doing the work, okay, and being proud of the work that you've done, putting in the hard work, and we know that you have because you've graduated high school and you're on your way to college, so you are proud of your accomplishments and you are proud of the work that you put in. You are very diligent. You're probably a good studier, and you know that that's one of your good qualities. Okay, so you're proud of all that you've accomplished so far. And you put in the work. Now, the next two cards that came up for you were the Hermit in the reverse. Okay, now, the Hermit talks about thinking, all right, going forward, thinking about the steps ahead, all right, looking for knowledge, all right, lighting the pathway on his way to see what is ahead of him. all right? But this was in the reverse. So this might be talking about not moving forward, about being stuck, about being in contemplation, but resigning oneself to staying in the same place or not really being sure of what steps to take to go ahead. And the next card that you got was the High Priestess. Okay? The High Priestess, it talks about power, feminine power. All right? It talks about your relationship to Source. Okay? This is talking about love and emotions. And this talks about someone who is spiritual and open and willing to go with the flow as long as she remains grounded with her spiritual beliefs. But this was in the reverse also. Now, together, both these cards being in the reverse, I think this could be talking about the relationship that's going on, the disagreement between you and your mother, what she has for you to do, and your hesitation to do that. Okay, and I'm thinking that that's definitely what's happening here. This is what's concerning you, and it was right on top of you. So you're very proud of the work, and you really don't want to leave home. You don't want to go forward. And the High Priestess, would be representing your mom right now, I think, is upset too, because she sees the potential of what you do, what you can be, that she is willing to, she wants you to go and discover things, and she's a little depressed because she doesn't think that you're going to listen to her. But she wants the highest for you. She wants the greatest good for you. The next card that came for you in this reading was the Fool. All right? And that is talking about stepping forth on an adventure, starting a new chapter of your life. Okay? Going forward, not knowing what's going to happen, but willing to take those steps. Okay? The next card that came for you here was the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so this is the Emperor. This is talking about being in charge, being in control of everything around you. Okay, being able to have wealth, to be able to have a foundation, creating a foundation of wealth, okay, knowing what to do with that wealth when it comes, knowing how to handle their business. And this is in the reverse for you, okay, so this may be that you're not financially where you want to be, but you are working on that. And again, talking about building a foundation, and it's not there yet, but you're working towards that. All right, so that may be what it was. That could be talking about, you know, you just finishing school and getting ready to go to college. So you've set the groundwork, but you're not exactly where you want to be. But I think you must have done well in school. Okay, I think that that's showing that you had done well in school. All right. But you know that that's one hurdle that you've already accomplished, but there's more for you to do if you want to be able to be financially stable, right? Next card came for you was the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning, all right? This is good fortune, hard work, but opportunities. And new opportunities for passion, new opportunities for learning, new opportunities for love, and new opportunities to get the things that you're looking for in life. So this is going towards your goals, all right? Your doorway, your pathways are open in that. The next card that came for you was the Ace of Pentacles. This is about your money. This is about your coins, all right? So you have this ahead of you also, all right? Looking forward to this. This is what you want, and you're willing to put in the work, and the work is going to be fruitful and productive. All right, so next card that came in for you was the Five of Pentacles. All right, now this is talking about someone leaving home, someone feeling like they're being left out in the cold. All right, someone who may not have been prepared to leave. All right, they wanted to remain at home where it's comfortable, where their money is, where their needs are being taken care of. All right, but you got this in the reverse. All right, so this is about not leaving home and being able to remain where you're comfortable, where your needs are being met, where you don't have to struggle, and being able to save money. The next card that came out for you here was the Moon. Okay, the Moon. The Moon talks about secrets and mysteries and hopes, wishes, dreams. Talks about emotions. There is a little crab there, and that's Cancer. So this is your card. This is in the reverse for you also. So this means there's not any secrets. I think that this is saying that whatever is being said to you about leaving and going away to school, that there is no ulterior motives, all right? You're being honest about what your expectations are, and your parents are being honest about what their expectations are, all right? So I think that there's communication going on here. I think you may be misunderstanding the motives behind what they're saying to you. And I think this is to tell you that there is no hidden agenda. They are saying exactly how they feel, even if it's not being, there's nothing negative about it. There's nothing that, again, that she's trying to live vicariously through you or anything. She's just trying to, she wants the best for you. And she wants you to enjoy this life. Because she knows that there are so many doors that could be open to you, so many opportunities that you can have if you venture away from your hometown. The next card that came up for you was Three of Cups. All right, so that's all the love. That's a lot of love there. And celebration. Okay. That's showing the emotions, you know. Of course, if you leave home, it's going to be an emotional thing for you and for your parents. But it's also going to be some celebration. I believe that they're very proud of you. All right. And last card that came up here in this reading was the Nine of Pentacles. This is about having, you're almost there, having everything that you want, being comfortable, all right, knowing, being intelligent and being independent, especially for women, all right. So this is that kind of an energy, all right. But in this reading, it came in the reverse. But all that's telling me is that this is going to take some time. It's going to be on the delay because you're still working towards that goal. But at the end of the day, you are going to end up being that strong, independent woman who has her own money, who has everything, all right, that she needs. Success. but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So that was that part of the reading. You got good cards. You got the Ace of Wands. You got the Ace of Coins, along with the Wheel of Fortune. It's great. The Fool, getting ready to go on that great adventure. Excellent. Lots of love around you. Your family loves you, and they're rooting for you. They will celebrate for you. Whatever you do, they're going to be proud of you. Okay? So, the next card we wanted to look at here was the Life Purpose cards. Life Purpose Oracle by Doreen Virtue. And let's see what it says. You said you like to sing, and you like music, you like to dance. So let's see what the Oracle cards say should be your life purpose. Okay. Thank you, spirits. Okay, so we need to know for this Cancer female, this young lady, she's heading forward and embarking on a new life. And she wants to know, is she going to be successful in her career, and what should she aim for? Creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. Excellent. Let's see what that's talking about. You got this card because you're likely feeling stuck or blocked. The angels are guiding you to awaken your creativity by engaging in art or crafts without delay. This artistic endeavor doesn't need to be seen or heard by other people, and it's not necessarily the end product of your life purpose. It's the act of creative expression, It's just the act of creative expression, not the form it takes, that's important here. When you work with light, sound, color, or music, your mind travels to a higher dimension where you can subsequently better hear your divine guidance. Creative expression is an outpouring of love and light that allows you to connect to God and with the angels at a very high frequency. So while you're painting or playing music, sewing, making jewelry, arranging flowers, or what have you, you receive wonderful ideas related to your life's purpose. It's important to take action without delay or hesitation, and do not put off decisions about which form your artistic expression is to take. Perfectionism is part of the original block that you need to lift through creative avenues. So pick up the paintbrush and let the inner healing begin. Okay, so this is talking about not looking for perfection, not working so hard. You need to work on your creative side. You said you like to sing, you like to dance, you like to do music, and this is a way for you to do that. This could be you playing in, singing in the choir, playing instruments. This could be you doing some artwork. Maybe you have that talent to draw. Maybe you can express yourself and get out whatever your fears and frustrations are instead of keeping it bottled up inside or being stubborn. Do some art so you can get your expressions out, and maybe you'll get your answers while you're doing your art. As I was reading your email and as I started to do your reading, it also came to me about the ministry that maybe your career path, maybe your career goals may have to do with becoming a minister, all right, becoming a clergy person. It could also talk about counseling, a psychiatrist, psychologist, mainly doing work for women. I feel that may be what you may be called to do. I don't know if you looked into being a psychologist or a counselor, but that may be something that you might want to take a look at. Because as I was starting to do the reading, that was the energy that I got. So you might want to look into that. Okay? All right, so next we're going to take a look at the numerology guidance cards, and this is by Michelle Buchanan. See if there's any further energies that we can get from this for you. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. I want to see if I can get another life purpose card for you. I guess it's the same thing. Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. So it definitely has something to do with the arts, and the arts include dancing and music. Okay, but it could be that if you have that kind of talent that you can draw, paint, you should look into that. So take the advice, even if you gotta get a pencil or crayons or color pencils and a piece of paper, paint, whatever. Sit down and just start to let it go. Let it flow. See what happens. Ashe, thank you, everything. So I think that they're speaking to you about working in the arts. Okay. Card that came up for you from the numerology deck was self-love. 61. That's a 7. And 7 is completeness, right? 61, self-love. Okay, so let's see what that's talking about. You seem to have a lot of confidence, though. I can just get that from your email. So, good for you and good on your parents. Did a good job. Self-love. This card indicates a need to focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to make your relationship with yourself your #1 priority. This is the key to happiness and the manifestation of your dreams. Rather than dwell upon your shortcomings, you must accept and embrace who you are. It is now time to start treating yourself like a friend by replacing your negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Statements that affirm that you're lovable, worthy, and perfect, just as you are, help raise your energy vibration and improve your life circumstances. Set time aside to write down all the things you admire about yourself, such as your sense of humor, your smile, and your capacity to love. Every little thing counts, and nothing is insignificant or minor. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to love and believe in yourself. Remember, you are an ongoing work in progress, and you didn't choose to come here to be the perfect person with the perfect life. Everything in your life is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. So nurture yourself with love. Ashe. Affirmation: I love and believe in myself, and I make my dreams come true. Well, that's exactly the energy that I got off of your email. So I don't think you have a problem in that arena. I think that you are very confident and that you do have the capacity to make your dreams come true. Oh. Alrighty. The next card that came here for you was healing. 66, healing. Now, that's a master number 66. This is an 11-year, 11, 22, 33, 44. Those numbers are all part of the master year. So this would be a good year for you to do some healing of your relationship with your parents, your relationship with other people, and again, your relationship with yourself, right? Let's take a look at that. This card indicates it's time to focus on healing abilities and being of service to others. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to expand your understanding of the healing arts and in many ways to heal, and many different ways to heal. Perhaps you feel drawn to Reiki, physical therapy, homeopathic, acupuncture, nursing, counseling, and life coaching. Whichever path you choose, it's time to set the wheels in motion. Nursing is interesting. Physical therapy, Reiki, acupuncture, counseling, life coaching. Okay. Homeopathic therapies, physical therapies. All right. This card may also indicate a need to receive body work or healing, such as Reiki, acupuncture, cognitive behavioral therapy, or herbal medicine to help shift any stagnant or toxic energies. Your energy field absorbs and stores energy from other people, electrical equipment, every illness and trauma in your surroundings, and your own negative thoughts and emotions. Therefore, it's important to clear your aura regularly to elevate your health and well-being and your overall quality of life. You're an energetic being with a natural ability to heal. So when you focus on being of service, the universe will guide you where you're needed most. So the intention to heal, set the intention to heal or to be healed, and you will be shown the next logical step to take. As I heal myself and others, I raise the vibration of the world. Excellent. So, perhaps there's something in the healing arts that you would find interesting and may be able to encompass your creative side in that. All right? So, yeah, it's something I feel is some spirituality that you would be drawn to or that would suit you. Okay, and it could be you can counsel people in a spiritual sense. You can do healing, Reiki, you could do stuff like this, but you have the capacity to do so much more because you're so young and you have your whole life ahead of you to do these things. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's get a card for you from the Conscious Spirit Oracle. See what they have to add to this reading. Flames of Wisdom, the Crow. I'm open to all of life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. All right, so this is talking about you gathering wisdom from the elders, from the spiritual realm, from your ancestors. All right, you need to pray, speak to your ancestors, ask them for guidance in this situation. It also talks about listening to older women, including your mother, people like me, folks that you go to get any kind of counseling from. Take their counsel take their counsel seriously. All right, don't dismiss it. All right, they're sharing wisdom with you for a reason. Okay, be open to all life's wisdom, and you will be able to share it with gratitude because that might be what you end up doing. These same wisdoms that you're getting, you may be able to use that to help the next person as you're doing your healing work. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we're going to look at here. Let's see if we can get something from the Angel Answers deck. See what they have to add to this. Angel Answers are by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. The Conscious Spirit Oracle deck is by Kim Dwyer. All right, so let's see. Ask your angels. So this is about you praying about this. You got to pray about this. You got to meditate on this. All right, ask your angels. Let's get the definition from the book. Your angels are always here with you. Okay. Let's use this. Your angels are always here with you. However, you must ask for their assistance in order for them to provide you with the help that you're seeking, because heaven respects your free will choices. State your questions to your angels clearly. You can do it either out loud or silently in your own mind. Your angels will instantly help you according to God's will. Your angels may also have special messages for you about the situation you're asking about. Sit quietly in a peaceful place indoors or out in nature and ask for advice and guidance. Notice what messages come to you. It's possible the answers will come to you through your feelings, hearing, or sight. Or perhaps you will just know the answer. You can also ask the angels for signs during the day to guide you into the right path. All right, so that's talking about synchronicities. Synchronicities is if you continue to see the same numbers or the same words or the same patterns throughout your day. If every time you look at the clock you see the same number, or every time you look at the clock it's your birthday, or you see that number and then you hear it again somewhere else on the news or on television, exactly the same number. That's a synchronicity. Again, words, reflections, someone could say something, like a phrase, and you hear it one place, and then you hear it again later on that same day or a couple of days later from someone. All right, people who totally don't even know each other, or you hear it on the television repeating itself, or you're focusing on your focus is taken to something, things that you didn't notice before, and then suddenly now you're noticing the repetition of that in your space a lot of the time. Those are synchronicities. You need to pay attention to those and keep like a little journal of it when you remember, or if you can't journal it, just like give yourself a message on your cell phone to yourself. But start to pay attention to that. That will help you get your answers once you finish praying, okay? If you can't set up an ancestral altar in your home, then you can do your work outside in nature, or do it inside your heart, all right? But keep a open dialogue with your ancestors, your guardian angels, and that's where your answers are going to come about the situation for you, okay? All right, then. I am going to now, let's see what the Until Today cards by Iyanla Vanzant says in regards to the situation for you. Let's see what else they could be sharing with you. Let's see what other messages Spirit has for you today, this afternoon, this morning. Okay, thank you. First card that fell out says, people can see things about me that I cannot or choose not to see about myself. Until today, you may have been unaware or reluctant to acknowledge that there are things about you that could stand a little attention. Just for today, allow yourself to be aware of your weaknesses when they're being pointed out, regardless of the source. All right, so don't be don't be reluctant to be open to the advice that you're being given. Okay, anything, criticism, constructive criticism from people who you know have your best interest at heart. Okay, the next card that came. I forgive myself for holding on for the need to be right. Until today, you may not have been aware that you still need external validation to feel good about yourself. Just for today, surrender what you believe is wrong with you, and you'll never again feel the need to be right. So this is about taking a measure of yourself, all right? Admitting to yourself your shortcomings. As wonderful and perfect as you feel that you are, and you are, nobody's perfect, and we all have shortcomings. So instead of taking offense to it, is saying that you should look at it and then work on it. And once you have adjusted it, then let it go. But don't be closed to more information. People around you who love you, who know you, they observed you over time, and they have a good sense of who you are. They may have a good sense of who you are, maybe not, because you're Cancer, so you might keep a lot of stuff inside. But at the same time, people who know you can see through it over time, over years, and that would include your mother or your siblings if you have, or other people around you, grandmothers, aunts, teachers, ladies at the church, whatever. Don't dismiss them because you think that you're right, because you think you know it all, because you don't know it all yet, because life hasn't given you enough experiences for you to know it all yet. Even bad experiences that you may have had, whatever, there's still more life to be lived. So don't totally dismiss other people's input. All right, this is an exciting time for you, and the people around you are excited for you. Okay, they celebrate you. They think you're wonderful also, just as much as you do. Okay, but your ancestors, your guardian angels, your parents, they all love you, and they're here to help you if you accept the help. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card from you, from Postcards from Spirit, and we'll see whether or not there's a message for you today. Any additional messages. All right, but you've gotten some pretty nice ones. I really feel that you're going to be fine. I had just the opposite problem. My mother wanted me to stay home, and I couldn't wait to get away to go to college. What? But it was a wonderful experience for the most part. It really was, and I'm glad that I did it. It was an experience. I got to meet some great people that I would have never met had I not done that. But you have to focus on your goals. And sometimes when you get too far away from home, you start to not focus as much, or you just, it's not that you don't focus as much. It's just that sometimes things get in the way unexpectedly and put you in a place that you have to make choices. And maybe if you don't leave home, you don't run into those choices and challenges. But regardless of what those challenges were and the choices that I made, I lived with them. And it wasn't easy. There were times that were better than others, and times were hard, sometimes were not. Okay, but it all got me to where I am today. So I know all things work together for the good. I've learned that the hard way. But you have to come to accept the choices that you make and then move on. So just I guess for myself, I'm just in the middle on that one. I really do think that being away from home and having an adventure, going away to college, would be a great thing. It really, really would. Maybe you all can compromise where, you know, you go, you said you're going to be a freshman, so maybe you could do the first 2 years at home and then transfer for the second 2. That way you'll be a little older, a little more grounded, and you'll be a little more focused. That might be a compromise, all right, to stay home for a year or 2 and then complete your studies elsewhere. All right, but if they want you to go out and have an adventure, it's not for any other reason than they want you to expand, all right? Maybe they see more in you than you even see in yourself. And you know you have a good opinion about yourself, but that could just be all it is. I know another person is a Cancer, and they went away out of state. And they couldn't even finish the semester. They came right back home. And that was 30 years ago. And they're still living in the same town, in the same state, running with the same folks. So maybe that's what they're trying to prevent you from doing. You know, that could be. I mean, this person's in their 50s and they still have the same people that they've been hanging out with all the time. And when they had a chance to go and they went, they couldn't take it. They missed home and they came back. So yeah, they're a Cancer. So it's just something about Cancers. All right? They like to be close to their home. They want to feel comfortable. They like their things, and they like the things that they're familiar with. They don't like to be in uncomfortable situations. And that just may be what's going on with you, that you have a little bit of a fear. But that's okay. You just have to admit that to yourself and then see what it is that you can do about it. All right, let's see what Postcard from Spirit says. We got 2 cards here. All right, so the first one says, you are love. These are individual messages from Spirit. All right, and these are messages from your ancestors. Okay, so even if you are speaking to one person who's passed over, this is all of them. They get just a collective answer. So they're going to answer you in the hour or the you. Okay, dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? We're here to tell you that we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you feel inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means spirit is breaking through. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are here on the earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so, so loved. I'm going to leave that there so you can stop the tape and you can screenshot it, read it for yourself. That's a wonderful message. Okay, and the next message you got here is, dearest you. The front of it says, you are beauty. The common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life. While not being attached to a specific outcome, don't take this world too personally. Hold on one moment, please. Yeah, hi. Could you, I know you're here. Could you just give me a second to come to the door? All right. Thank you. I'm so sorry. All right. The common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how this should play out. Just know the outcome doesn't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There is a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So, will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It's your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you're meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, Don't worry about how or even why. We have that covered. Everything is turning out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. Loving you always and forever. Okay. Okay, darling. So, I think those were good messages for you from the Spirit. And I think that you will be fine whatever you decide to do. I think that you should try to have an adventure, but again, like I said, you can delay it for 2 years, and maybe that'll be a good compromise for you and your parents. Okay, so thank you for asking for this reading. I really appreciate the opportunity to help you and to speak to you and to give you these messages, and I'll be speaking to you soon. And thank you very much as always. Take care and peace.